Hey creatures, how are you? I decided to take our landscape here outside today. I wanted to really input some nature structure into the channel here. Y'all, I'm really focused on the universe lately, okay? In numerous ways. Shout out Mr. Squirrel. My belief here lately is that we are in some kind of game. We are consisting of energy, and my personal belief is that this game is to find and to be able to relate with one another for unconditional love, unconditional reasoning, unconditional understanding. When you are capable of doing that, you are enlightening yourself, you are like enlightening others, you are bringing so much of the proper energy forth for our universe.
Let's get into it, shall we?
So creatures, it shouldn't be a shock, although I'm sure it could be, but the more we learn about the universe, the more the structure comes down to mathematical laws. Essentially, if we are a character here in a computer game, we'll eventually discover, as I personally have, that our universe seems it's almost like completely rigid. It is almost completely mathematical due to the ability to break down the radius and circumference of, a leaf.
Okay, a better example here would be a sunflower.
Everything essentially comes down to the same spiral pattern everywhere. My own personal belief is that to be able to view these laws, these structures of our universe, when you are capable of doing that, you're tapping into an energy. Like, you are tapping into what we are essentially here for in the bigger picture. Once again, my beliefs of that are unconditional love, unconditional understanding, unconditional support. So there was a theoretical physicist, James Gates, who was conducting research for whatever reason, and his theoretical reasons, and he came across certain equations, error correcting codes that make browsers work. They are what we use daily, typing in on our computers or phones, whatever, to the search bar, the search engine. He questioned, why were these equations that he was studying about quarks and electrons and supersymmetry, why were those same equations there located in his research towards theoretical physics? For those who aren't aware, like myself personally, supersymmetry is a very general type of mathematical symmetry which relates fermions and bosons together. Bringing me back to the correlation, or my topic here regarding the symmetry of everything in nature being able to break down into the same numbers, the same patterns, the same reality. There is one popular argument towards the simulation hypotheses from Nick Bostrom in 2003. He suggested that members of an advanced civilization with enormous computing powers could possibly be deciding to run our brains
Check out my vlog from yesterday.
based on our ancestors. Like, our ancestors creating our reality, our play here in the universe. It is a globally known fact that we all eventually croak. We all die. Our energy releases from our body. And where does it go, y'all? What are your thoughts on that? I have my own. And to touch on them, I believe that we are just released. We are released to this universe. We still have the ability to contact with one another even after our passing. I personally believe that when we come here to planet Earth, we are born. We are all born with the same energy, the same ability to tap into that energy, source, energy, spirit. A lot of us growing up are conditioned by our ancestors, by their beliefs, by their thoughts, by their perceptions. And that right there plays a huge role into how we perceive our lives and our reality. Personally, I don't know crap right now in this very moment about my ancestors. I barely know crap about my father, my mother, like as actual like creatures. Like I know they are my mom, they are my dad, but I do not know the core roots of them. My whole life I have just been always having to take a step back and perceive, well, not even my whole life, but because a lot of times I would be like, what am I doing wrong to my parents? Why am I hurting them? Like blah blah blah, but it's like, no, they are already hurt because of their ancestors, their perceptions of their reality, their own beliefs. A lot of you, I'm sure, can probably relate to that there, that it's not y'all, it's not us as kids, it's not the youngsters in your family, it is the adults. And it goes down the chain really, really far. So, in one way or another, yeah, our ancestors do play a huge role in our realities. Like, we know this, right? But do we really know the mental structure there, the mental beliefs there, the thought processes there? Like, I can say that I'm learning about it all, but to go and say this to other creatures in my surroundings, they're like, what? Like, no, that's not right. Like, you're wrong. You're wrong. In the bigger picture, I do not believe that our ancestors I don't believe that our ancestors are completely controlling our realities, because people let fear control their realities. People let shame, guilt, anger, like all of those negative emotions, people literally go through their whole life just feeling those forever, not feeling joy, not feeling courage, not feeling enlightened. And when that cycle and that chain does not break there, then it affects the new generations, the new people coming through, the kids they're giving birth to. It's toxic. Oh, hey, I know me here already. So I had to divide this video into two parts for y'all. It was a bit long processing it and uploading it. Like, no, 2 parts was way better. So stay tuned for the next clips where I continue my story on ancestors and how much they affect our reality. But y'all, keep in mind that you choose the flow of energy that comes from you. You choose your routine. You choose your structure. Okay? These ancestors, they're there to assist you. Learn from it, okay? Learn from their mistakes. Take care, creatures. Don't forget to subscribe. You'll enjoy the next video for sure.